All right.
Monday.
Welcome to another Woods Report.
And it's actually raining too, where we're
I
at.
know it feel like it too.
Hey, when Mondays.
My body feel like it's raining.
Yeah. Usually when you wake up, like if you're at a work week, getting ready to go in, it's like, oh.
To me, doing this is like doing a job. You have to come in at.
You don't have to, because sometimes you can go live anytime.
Yeah, we might start doing live anytime.
We're live here in Chicago. We're live.
Just so y'all know.
We're going to be live on the road.
When I have to start being live at a certain time every day, it starts to be a job to me.
Yeah, that's true. I get it.
And I am retired.
Yeah. So if people have notifications on for our show,
make sure you turn your notifications on so that when we don't go in on
at our normal
at 6 o'clock
Central Time,
and then you can always watch the show back.
That's true. But I like them when they live because they can chime in on some things we're saying.
Yeah.
So I do get it,
Yeah.
Okay.
But now I know why people say they different times. Because when you do the same time, then it does become like a job. Like I gotta be there at 5 o'clock.
They actually talked similar to that on The View today.
Mm-hmm. They got a job.
Which they actually do. But the thing is, they have a little bit more flexibility than they thought they had in the years because one is off 2 days, the other one's off, so they kind of cover each other. I know, but still. But if they got to leave for whatever reason or they're sick, they got other co-hosts to take their place.
But they can't do that often.
No, but I'm saying the flexibility is there. Some people don't have that. Mm-hmm. And then they talked about the topic of if you work from home, if your job doesn't require you to be physically in, taking a vacation while you're working, that's a big deal because the boss don't know you're on vacation. And they were like, if you're working from home, you can be in on the island.
Nobody, no matter where you are,
taking your laptop with you.
But see, for our company, we work from home. Right. That's why I said this show is more.
Yeah. Be there at 6.
Yeah, I don't have to
clock in at 6 p.m.
Right. So we'll see. We'll see. If y'all start seeing us pop up at different times, then you'll know why.
But you know what? Even when you do a live somewhere else, you can still see them talking. Right? When you have it on our video in the car or something.
You can. I just have comments. You can do a Streamlab on your phone. I just have to figure it out.
Okay.
Well, Michael Jackson.
Wow. He's in the news and he's not even alive.
Just so you know, disclaimer, I am a Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah. I saw another post
there
on
will
Facebook.
Be no bashing of Michael Jackson on this channel.
You keep seeing these same postings on Facebook and other social media platforms about Michael versus Prince.
Why are they still doing that?
Michael versus Prince.
Okay, let's say this for the last time. Even though I keep saying it, I'm saying it for the last time.
I know. You're going to have to keep repeating. Because
there is no Michael versus Prince.
Right.
Okay? Prince is still in the solar system.
What do you mean?
He's high up in the solar system. Mm-hmm. Michael's out of this planet.
Oh. I was wondering where you were going with this. Okay.
That's like comparing Earth to the solar system.
You know what?
To all the planets in the
But you know
universe.
what? People are doing that because they are both near the high level.
Prince is Earth.
Compared to,
because
who else are you going to put him up there and say
nobody? Stop trying to put people up there. Even Stevie Wonder said nobody compares to Michael Jackson. This guy was singing ever since he was little.
Thank you.
Stop putting Prince next to Michael. It's starting to be ridiculous now. I'm starting to just laugh. And those people who keep saying Prince, you know you lying. You just like him better.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
Yeah. And then
but in the world of humanity,
right, and
he's not over Michael Jackson.
There are two different lanes when it comes to musician and entertainment artist. Michael does not play an instrument, and we can't put him on the same level of a person who plays every instrument.
Even if you put them on, not them, but Prince, you can still make an argument Stevie Wonder is better. If you said playing different instrument, but as far as your favorite musician,
songwriting,
somebody could say, I think Stevie Wonder is better.
Right.
They're at least in the same stratosphere.
Oh, okay. Well,
quit doing that with Michael. I'm tired of it.
I know.
Take Prince, this ends every argument. If you're ever out there and you get an argument on who's better, Prince or Michael Jackson, this is your go-to. I've never heard a Prince person come back from it. Every time I've said this.
Wow. Okay.
And they never will.
Okay.
Take Prince's number 1 album.
Yes.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Mm-hmm.
Take Michael Jackson's number 1 album. Okay. Thriller.
Okay.
Throw them out the window.
Don't even talk about them.
Don't even talk about them. They never existed. They never wrote any of those songs. They never performed them.
Not in your head.
You've never heard of them.
No songs.
Now put Michael Jackson up against Prince. You're still singing Controversy. And I got a whole 18 decades of Michael Jackson singing. Even Ben, for God's sake.
Controversy.
Now stop it with this.
Didn't wet. Yeah, you're right.
They can't live if they can't do the color, not color purple, Purple Rain.
Yeah, it's one of the
I can still survive
with, and even if we were to,
without Thriller.
Thank you.
So stop it. It's not the same category.
In fact, we'll let you take 2 albums.
I'll give you that.
From Michael Jackson.
Take Purple Rain. Take their top 2. Purple Rain.
No, because you're killing the Prince people. When you take Purple Rain, that's enough. But come back at a Michael Jackson lover and take 2 of his tops. Still cream you.
I'll even give you 3 Michael Jackson albums.
That's
to take out.
That's wrong.
I'll give you 3.
Wow. That really shows how much.
Compared to 1 Prince, I'll give you 3. Let's end it.
Yeah.
Take Prince's Purple Rain and take 3 of Michael Jackson's top albums out.
What's that? Thriller, Beat It,
Off the Wall, Black and White.
Whatever you want.
Dangerous.
You pull them
whatever
off.
you want. You can even go back to the Jackson 5 days and take away those. ABC. I'm still running circles around you.
But you know what?
Stop with this stupid poll.
Let's do this. They may come back at you and say, only when he was by himself.
Okay, take away
Don't
3.
do it with his brothers.
Okay. Take away.
And so we'll still take away the top 1.
No.
Sides.
You can take away the top 3 Michael Jackson albums.
Which ones would you use? Because when he came by
himself. Okay,
himself.
I'll do Thriller, Off the Wall, and Black and White, or whatever. And you take away Purple Rain. I still got Dangerous. I'm still beating you. Just stop it.
Remember the time.
Just stop.
Fell in love. Okay.
It's starting to become sad at this point because it's like y'all trying. And I love Prince.
Yes.
I went to Prince's concert, the best concert you'll ever go to in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was so funny and good. He's on stage, he's a different Prince.
Yeah. In
real life, he's weird. But on stage, he's a different Prince. He's funny. He ordered pizza for people in the audience. It was funny. The kind of musician, when you hear the first beats of the song, everybody loses their mind.
Right. We
all lost our mind.
The beginning of his music. You're right. The beginning notes.
And all he do is smile at the audience, and we just go, you know you got us, Prince.
Name that tune in 3 beats. Yeah. Nobody's knocking that.
Nobody.
No.
The best that ever did it. The best that ever did it.
Mm-hmm.
Including influence. Janet Jackson, for goodness sakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we know that.
Big influence.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there'd be no Usher and Chris Brown and Beyonce and none of them without Michael Jackson.
Mm.
So let's just stop it, y'all. Stop. It's embarrassing. Stop it. I ought to answer that meme you said. I'm saying, stop this. It's embarrassing.
Stop this madness. Okay.
Now, we said all of that to say, Sony got Michael Jackson, y'all.
I asked you, who sold it?
Sony Music buys the stake in Michael Jackson's catalog, valuing rights at over $1.2 billion. The deal, which is likely worth at least $600 million that they'll probably spend, includes half of the late star's publishing and recording masters catalog. In what could be the largest valuation ever of a musician's music assets, ever. Again, embarrassing. Nobody else has paid $1 billion for somebody's catalog.
Wow.
Sony Music Group has closed an agreement to buy half. And that's not even all. That's half. They even know.
But who sold it? Who gave? I thought Michael did not want Sony to have his music.
Other sources have suggested it might be as much as $1.5 billion. At those valuations, Sony will pay at least the minimum $600 million for its stake of the legendary rights, half of his catalog.
Wow.
If this closes, it means that it will be the biggest valuation, more than $1.2 billion, than Queen. Queen, I guess, is currently seeking.
Okay.
And whereas Queen valuation includes, sources say, royalties. So you get more with the Queen sale.
Whenever that's any of their music plays.
From
they will
Bohemian
get
Rhapsody.
payment still. Whereas what Sony is doing.
They just buying the rights to it.
But
if they theatrical productions using Queen. So they got anything with Queen.
If they're buying the rights to it, there's no royalties included there?
Yeah, but it's him. It's his songs. Him singing or whatever. Him selling.
Oh, not anybody singing
Well,
the music.
here they got Bohemian Rhapsody. If it's used in a play or anything, they getting the money from it.
Wow.
Okay. Sony's deal with the Jackson estate does not include royalties from the Broadway play and other theatrical productions. Now we know on I want to go to Vegas and see his play on Vegas. Mm-hmm. They don't get the royalties from that. And that's been playing for several years now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you get a better deal with Queen,
the Queen's
and it's
contract.
less money.
Mm-hmm.
Which tells you there's no one bigger than Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm. I'm just surprised that they sold it. That's what he didn't want.
It may not, however, just be the Jackson's music that's involved in the deal. Sources say the current deal includes non-Jackson authored songs, which also include approximately 250 songs from Sly and the Family Stone, as well as songs written and performed by Jerry Lee Lewis, Jackie Wilson, Curtis Mayfield, Ray Charles, Percy Sledge, and Dion. Michael Jackson owns some of Percy Sledge's songs. Did you know that, Ma?
Did you know that, Ma? Ma?
She didn't know that. We didn't know that. Percy Sledge is our uncle.
We didn't know that Michael owned the rights to some of these artists' music.
Oh yeah, he bought a lot of people. I
know he wanted the Beatles.
He had the Beatles, yes.
But
he
then
sold some
he bought it back though.
He sold
Paul McCartney, I thought, bought it back.
Yeah, he sold it before he died.
Okay.
So,
wow,
Sony.
So Sony,
they still making money off When a Man Loves a Woman.
I know. Wow.
There you know. What is that?
I don't know what there you know is. There you go.
I did not know that's a connection between Michael Jackson and my uncle.
That he had the rights to the people that had the rights, because my uncle sold his rights, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. He would only get paid when his voice was singing. But like a Bolton, David.
Some of his stuff has already been sold off. Yeah. But he has said that he did not want Sony.
He didn't want them to take ownership of his music.
So let me look. And he said they was trying to kill him. Michael Jackson says Sony was trying to kill him so they can get the rights to his music.
Like take him out.
So let's play.
I don't like to talk that much. I really don't. I prefer to perform than talk, but you know, let me just say this. the tradition of great performers from, and I really want you to hear what I have to say. The tradition of great performers from Sammy Davis Jr. to James Brown to Jackie Wilson to Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. The story is usually the same though, you know.
He didn't say Prince.
Well, Prince don't have his.
I'm just saying, he didn't say greatest. I'm just being funny.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
These guys work really hard at their craft, but the story ends the same. They usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad. And the story is very sad in the end because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. And Sony, being the artist that I am at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion, and they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer myself would outthink them.
Yeah!
Hear that and hear what's going on now, and you go, who won at the end?
My thing is, even if he had everything in place before he passed, why would the family or whoever had his estate sign over anything to Sony, even after this?
We'll tell you. Go ahead. Let him talk, for God's sake.
We can't let them get away with what they're trying to do because now I'm a free agent. I just owe Sony one more album. It's just a box set, really. It's with 2 new songs which I've written ages ago. Because every album that I record, I write, like, literally, I'm telling you the truth, I write at least 120 songs every album. Sony, a free agent. So I own half of Sony's publishing, and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me because of it. But I just did good business, you know. But so the way they get revenge is to try and destroy my album. But I've always said, you know, good art never dies. And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Respect!
I'm not supposed to say what I'm gonna say right now, but I have to let you in on a secret.
Say it.
Please don't videotape what I'm going to say, okay? Turn that off, please. No, what? I don't mind. Tape it.
Michael is getting gangster today! Yeah.
Mariah Carey, after divorcing Tony, came to me crying. She was crying so bad I had to hold her. And she said to me that this is an evil man. And Michael, this man follows me, she said. He taps her phones. And he's very, very evil, and she doesn't trust him. And he is a horrible human being. And we have to continue our drive until he's terminated.
Oh! There you go!
Allow him to do this to great artistry. We just can't. I just want you to know I appreciate everything you've done. You've been amazing. You're so loyal, Diana. Everybody, Waldo, all the people here, I love you all. You've been amazing.
Thank you!
I love you.
No, he said it in other things. So the
She was
bottom
married.
line
Mariah was married to him, wasn't she?
to Tommy Mottola, yes.
The guy over Sony.
And everybody says the same stuff going on with Diddy now. These guys in the music industry and all the
They
entertainment.
might as well be mobsters.
These guys in the entertainment business are horrible.
Suge, all of them.
Oh, they horrible, especially the ones at the top.
Think about all the top music people. Well, except for what's his name? You think he is
They mobsters.
the one that kept asking Whitney Houston to come back? Him that helped her career.
Oh, him too.
Is he kind of shady too?
Yeah, he's messed up now with Diddy. You talking about
You know what I'm saying.
I know you talking about. Never mind.
Y'all think of his name. Put it in the chat.
The one with Whitney Houston.
The one was with Whitney Houston.
Now he's been
and
he
wanted her to come
groomed.
to
They
do the
said he
movies.
groomed allegedly he groomed P Diddy.
Ooh.
He groomed him to teach him the ropes of
Yeah.
how to do everything he's doing now.
Okay.
Now
But
you
you
got me
said
thinking.
you
I
met-
gotta find out who it is. See, I hate when you do that. Now I gotta.
Harris Forrester? No.
I hate when you do that because now I can't go on.
Well, because I'm thinking when you're talking about these top music people, he came to mind, and I was wondering if he has the same
He does.
spirit as the
Clive Davis.
Clive Davis, that's it.
Clive Davis, they said allegedly is one of the ones who groomed Diddy, who taught him everything he know.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So there
Monsters
you go.
in a suit.
Mm-hmm. But Tommy was horrible.
Gangbangers in a suit.
But now they are the thing that scared Michael the most.
Happened.
And he thought he got over on them. See, he said, I'm smarter than they are.
But I'm trying to understand, yeah, if you put everything in place before you die, even from what you're saying, who let that go? Who let them say, yes, go ahead and buy it? That's my question.
It says the Jackson estate or estimate, however, did not take into account that his popularity appears to be growing as the streaming market expands. Sales and streams of Jackson's music grew. So his estate amount is, or his worth amount is growing, even with streams. They said in 2023 it became even more popular. And with the next year Jackson biopic, remember that one with his nephew was playing him. Mm-hmm. They said it's gonna probably fuel even more.
But who did he leave in charge?
It's his estate.
I'm just saying who was in charge, because then they say there was rumors that his mom, they were not even giving her money.
It said throughout the years, Sony has paid the Jackson estate more than $2 billion in some major deals that go beyond distributing royalty for his records and his songs. In 1991, the company paid $100 million to buy the first half of what became Sony ATV Music. Well, that was the part that owned some of the Beatles. That merged into Sony's music publishing operation. So, I don't know. It says Sony's been buying up everybody in the past year.
Been trying to make money off of all these people. But people like Jay-Z and Beyonce and them, they own whatever, right?
They'll probably be selling theirs too.
But
and
I'm just
Jay-Z,
saying they don't have a situation with Sony owning their stuff, because a lot of these artists are owning their own stuff.
I don't know. Does Beyonce own her own? I don't know.
I'm thinking with Jay-Z and how he sets up stuff.
Yeah.
He's in control.
That's true. Let's see. Wendy says, "Hey girls, hey Wendy." Linnell says, "I miss these two talents so much." Yeah, Prince and Michael Jackson. Justice says, "Hey everybody, the judge forced the sale." That's what Justice is saying. Forced.
Oh, forced. How is that possible?
We have to look it up.
Yeah. I'm thinking when you pass away, you put everything in place. If I'm on stage,
but then he put in there not to sell.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If I'm on stage saying I'm not going to sell to these guys.
Linnell says his estate sold it. Wendy says Michael hated Sony. Justice says you're right about that, Wendy. His mother wanted to fight it, but Blanket didn't want to appeal the decision. Oh, that's the two. That's why they in the battle. That's right. They said Miss Jackson is in battle with the Jackson estate. So Blanket is going with the Jackson estate. So they probably could have fought that. Because you could I just showed you the video. Anybody could see the video. Michael couldn't stand Sony.
Yes, and to hear on the news that they bought his stuff.
And Justice says Clive Davis. Wendy says Clive Davis.
That don't make sense to me. I'm sorry. So something was underhandedly done. I don't know. Okay.
But just for us, just doing a surface story, we can go back and look later.
Okay.
Like what you said, Justice, that they was forced to do it. Because I was going to do a story anyway on Miss Jackson and the state fighting each other. So I'll bring it back up again. And that'll probably bring in how exactly Sony was able to do that.
What happened. Yeah.
But can y'all imagine and he also said, I'll show it on that one too. He felt like Sony was going to kill him to get his music.
Because his health wasn't too well, but the doctor, they had issues with him.
But that's not how he died. He died from that, whatever that drug.
Overdose.
That sleeping. You're not supposed to take that without having supervision.
Yeah.
So. That's why the doctor was supposed to be there. But if he was bought by Sony,
they could have kept him. Could have kept him from going to the house.
But the thing he didn't want. That's why it says, the Bible says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul? Not saying Michael Jackson lost his soul because we don't know where Michael Jackson went. But what that does, it tells me you can't put your stake in stuff on this earth. Because when you pass on, you can't do nothing about it. You can't do you gone.
Because even if you leave a legacy to your kids and so forth,
they can blow right through it.
They can mess it up, or they can pass away right after you. So now you don't know whose hands it's in. Because one of the songs
they can pass with you.
One of the songs that when I was in college, I went to a Christian college, so we did a lot of music when we traveled for admissions, and we sang a song called "You Can't Take It With You." Can't take it with you, yeah. Have you ever seen a hearse and a U-Haul? And that was one of the verses. And I was like, I had to think about it.
Have you ever seen a hearse?
A hearse pulling a U-Haul.
Yeah.
You can't take it with you.
Can't take it with you.
So it makes you think, whoa, I did all this on earth, all these riches, and maybe for my children, for my family, for my fans. It with you. You die and you going right back to the dust.
Yep.
So,
and to be perfectly honest, as much as I don't like Blanket going against his grandmother, it really was for him, not
for the kids.
The kids.
That's why he had the kids.
So technically, your mom is not your legacy. Your kids are. Yeah. They're the ones that will take, keep his name going.
They can be argued. You're right.
Because Miss Jackson is like 100 years old, almost 90-some years old. Yeah. No, she passed 90, Mom. The kid is way older than Lenore. How old is Miss Jackson? See, now I gotta look up
Miss
again.
Jackson, I am for real. Never meant to hurt you.
I'm gonna hurt your feelings in a minute, Mom.
Okay. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize. Was it trillion times?
She's 93. Okay. My mother said, "Oh Lord." She older. She was your mom's age when she passed.
No, 95.
Oh, Grandma was 95?
95.
Oh, okay. Well, Miss Jackson ain't going nowhere. Leave her alone.
Right. She's
93.
All right, Miss Jackson.
All right, okay. So that, as much as we don't like to say it, I went on this whole rant about Michael Jackson and Prince. Same thing with Prince. They putting his song and making AI versions of him. he'd be like, you know, the way he was with his music. He can't do nothing about it. He gone.
I'm thinking if they didn't put anything in writing, at least that can be something.
I still say they'll go around that. When you said Whoopi putting all this stuff,
well, no, it's something that's still in writing. Though.
Yeah,
maybe the legal they can try to
they'll
find.
Figure out a way.
Here's the thing. The point I'm making. Even if they may find loopholes,
the
fact that they put it in writing.
Yeah,
Prince didn't even have a
There's
will,
a commercial. Remember, I told you this commercial with this family, and that cartoon character reminds me of Will Smith. He sounds like Will Smith, and he kind of looks like him with the big ears. Mm-hmm. Will Smith probably can't do nothing because they said that's not you. But we all know that that's supposed to be Will Smith.
Didn't you bring up a story with T.I. and the dogs that they came up with?
Oh, yeah. And they lost the case.
They lost the case.
So that's what I'm saying. Whoopi doing all, they going to find a way. You can put a black woman
with locks
that looks like Whoopi Goldberg and say, that's not Whoopi Goldberg. She's not the only person with locks.
Because that if it's infringing on copywriting, that means it has to be exactly.
But we all going to look at it and say, we all know that's Whoopi Goldberg.
You think of her when you see that character.
Yeah.
But they got to prove it in court.
You got to prove it.
So we'll see.
So that's what I'm saying. It's, you know that. Remember that man, remember that commercial? That man, I always thought he was Prince.
Oh, Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
He was singing real little. He make him little.
And they said that's not Prince. That was Prince. Why? We all thought of Prince.
I thought of Prince, but not like that.
Enough for you to say.
You don't know. A lot of times, two things are influenced. You're influenced.
There's
a Prince influence.
I know.
He wasn't a black man with a ruffled shirt with curly hair.
He was a black man with curly hair.
No, he wasn't black. I think he was Latino. He was a mix, like
Prince.
No, he didn't remind me of Prince. I don't think that one.
I think so.
I get what you're saying, but no, not that.
Y'all, did the Mountain Dew man remind y'all of Prince?
No,
he reminded me of Prince.
Because you couldn't say that was Prince with the ruffled shirts and the
right
curly hair.
But that's how they do it.
Okay,
so
we'll see.
All right, so
a good lawyer can get you off and make you win the case.
Yep. Now you had a
what they talked about.
You had a thing.
I guess from what I'm hearing in this clip will kind of give you guys an update too, if you don't know. Part of the messaging that the Republicans are using, unless it's the MAGA mainly, but probably all Republicans.
It's MAGA.
It's probably, well, she's saying it on the news too, so it's anybody that's Republican. They're asking the question, are you better off? Were you better off 4 years ago
than today?
Than today, compared to today? And everybody was talking about it on the View, saying, "What kind of question is that?"
Let's see.
Like I'm thinking before they go on. My mom, the year of COVID, my mom was in the hospital around this time.
You was in the
ICU. I was in the hospital. Yeah. So no, we wasn't better off 4 years ago because I went. Go ahead and play the video. It just make you mad thinking about it.
Presidential race is fast approaching, and Republicans are returning to a familiar and famous question for voters. Take a look.
As Ronald Reagan famously asked us, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? The answer for hardworking Americans across the country is a resounding no.
The Republican plan is to ask the voters of our battleground states, in fact, of all 50 states, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? And the answer is clearly no.
I don't think any American can tell you that they are better off today than they were 4 years ago. That's just not going to happen.
Well, then the Biden administration dropped a reminder of exactly where we were 4 years ago.
And then I see the disinfectant. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside?
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your response to this crisis?
I'd rate it a 10. I think we've done a great job.
What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say. Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all. We're doing, I think, really, really well.
I'll tell you what. How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
So why is it that some people are having short memory issues?
Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
All right. Now,
very stupid question. We wore masks. We were isolated. Some of the people said they had trouble trying to get toilet paper.
Well, it says here, let's read what Time Magazine says. Time Magazine says, you really are better now than you were 4 years ago. Last December at a rally in New Hampshire, Donald Trump asked the crowd a surprising and revealing question. Were you better off 5 years ago, or are you better off today? It's surprising because it deviated from what generations of presidential candidates trying to beat a first-term incumbent had asked at similar moments. Were you better off 4 years ago? That age-old question would be especially apt in this year's election, since 4 years ago, Trump himself was in the White House with the fate of the nation in his hands. Voters have good reason to consider how they felt about their own security and the State of the Union during the 2020, and to compare it with how they feel today. It's revealing because it so powerfully illustrates Trump's strategies for reclaiming the Oval Office. Encourage Americans to deny, ignore, or forget just how dangerous and dysfunctional life was here 4 years ago. And to repress the memories of his government's chaotic and policy response. Remember, everybody was quitting every week.
Yeah.
He had somebody quitting every single week. That was part of his
administration team. Yeah.
Trump has a great deal to gain from avoiding conversations about what actually happened during 2020. The rest of the country, however, has everything to lose by treating the year as an anomaly and acting as if it never happened. At first, Trump simply denied COVID.
Yeah.
If you remember, it's just a cold. It's just a cold. You guys just relax. Mm-hmm. This I remember he did that in January. Said I have it totally under control, he said. On January 21st. The next week, January 28th, National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien told the president this will be the biggest national security threat you face in your presidency. He shunned him off.
Yes, he did.
Get off the stage.
Mm-hmm.
In early February 2020, Nancy Manasseh, or whatever her name is, the director of National Center for Immunization, CDC, told the press that we expect we'll see community spread in the United States. It's not a question of if it will happen, it's when.
Right.
The president demanded she be fired.
Yes. This is over the CDC.
This is February.
Yeah, 2020.
Denial led to magical thinking and bizarre decision of distrust. Remember fake press. Fake. Everything is fake.
Fake news.
Remember in March, the president refused to let a cruise ship with infected Americans return to shore because I like the numbers where they are. When the government declared that certain people were essential workers, but refused to guarantee them personal protection equipment, let alone extra compensation and better health care. In April, Trump announced that the CDC was now recommending that Americans wear masks. But he declared, I'm choosing not to do so.
Right. And a lot of his followers.
Or when in December 2020, he refused to get vaccinated on television. Exactly. Remember that?
Yes. Yep.
Or promote the vaccine. Now he's out taking credit for the vaccine.
Thank you.
What is wrong with people? They can't remember this stuff.
They don't remember. They're very short-term memory there.
Then later on, he said that he's responsible because he didn't want Joe Biden to take the credit for it.
Thank you.
So he waited, and then when he wanted to take credit for it, he took credit because it worked, and he didn't want Joe Biden to get the credit for it.
He does things by strategic business moves, not caring about anybody else. It makes him look good or not. That's why.
What we've yet to assess is the way Trump's pandemic leadership damaged our already fraying social fabric and made social experience of 2020 so catastrophic that it remains with us today. Some people are still having problems from COVID.
From people lost a lot of loved ones.
And still depressed.
Why would you ask that question to people who have lost loved ones because of COVID? Are you better off today than you was 4 years ago?
Consider not even get away from COVID, they said. Look at the way we treated each other, they said. A great many people remember 2020. Remember all the crime and all that in the streets? The crime rates was up.
A lot of theft because a lot of people were stealing because they couldn't.
An increase in homicides, vandalism. Remember the Black Lives Matter protests? The protests on the right side?
Yeah.
With the Proud Boys and all of that? Domestic violence went up. Alcohol and drug use went up. Alarming levels. Gun sales soared. Carjackings went up. Hate crimes went up. Reckless driving spiked. It said you can't just blame COVID. Despite what collective memory suggests, the truth is it took months before most of these numbers climbed. That means it was after COVID. These numbers was climbing.
And he's trying to use this tactic because he know people have short memories and amnesia that, of course, what was going on in 2020, look at today, yeah, you got your job, you got bread on the table, yeah, the gas prices are up. He's trying to play a psychological game
He
here.
put a distrust of government, science, other citizens.
Dr. Fauci was a lot.
All of this was rising throughout the United States.
Yes.
Don't trust science. Don't trust your neighbor. Don't trust people.
And there are people who were openly saying they didn't want the vaccine, and they passed away.
Misinformation started going crazy, they said. Scott Morrison, the conservative prime minister, faced fierce criticism for refusing to acknowledge the role of climate change. Remember that? Climate change doesn't exist.
Yeah. And look at our crazy weather now.
I mean, I could go on and on.
But yeah, that was what they're using this now as their tactic to for the campaign. Are you better off now? Remember in 2020, it was worse.
Somebody says it may be comforting to believe that 2020 was a black swan, the kind of year that most likely won't ever happen again in this lifetime. More likely, it was a canary in the coal mine, an early warning that we've entered the age of extremes. Our political leaders should be equipped for the challenge. You think that the next extreme challenge that comes, comb over, would be the right president to get you through it? You don't think he's going to jump on a plane and go to some place
and leave the country and leave us here?
Somebody had a very interesting, and this is all, because I watch everything. I watch the left, I watch the right,
Conspiracy.
I watch progressive and everything. That Biden, because I don't trust him either, is allowing the border to be open. A lot of these guys that are coming in, because he knows that a draft is coming and they want to make them fight. They want to put them in front.
I know they're making some of them police officers.
That was a very interesting.
Think about it, though.
That you can't find police officers. The person said that. Yeah. You can't find anybody who wants to be a police officer, and you can't find anybody who wants to join the military.
And they're allowing.
But these guys, they allow them to come over, and in order to be a citizen, you gotta be join the army or the Navy or something.
Or the police force. Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
That's allegedly.
Let's use their bodies for something.
Or workforce.
Workforce.
A workforce. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm letting you come in.
Come on in.
You're the workforce. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They'll never tell you that, though.
Nope.
But that was very interesting when he said that.
Everybody got their hands dirty in our politics. That's why we got to pray for our leaders. Because even the leaders you think are good.
So to ask the stupid question, are you better off now?
Well, he's trying to play on.
No, I'm talking about the mega.
They're trying to play on. Of course, we were all having issues in 2020. We're not at the 2020 situation anymore. Remember that? Ding, ding, ding. I'm going to make sure we continue to move forward.
But I like how Time Magazine puts this. It's not so much if you're better off than you was 2020. That's obvious. The answer is no. But if it happens again, do you trust that Comeover will be the right person in office to take care of it? He debauched it the first time.
Well,
he's a horrible leader.
But like I was saying,
he can't keep anybody on his staff.
But think about it. You said he's a hustler. So I'm thinking, playing devil's advocate. If you were to go to the average people that Jimmy Kimmel always pulls on the sidewalk and ask them a question, and they don't even know where Iowa is. Half the people, the state of Iowa, because they had that convention going on there. Can you point on they had the map of the United States.
Know nothing.
They don't know nothing. So he's taking advantage of people who don't know nothing, short memory. Of course, the quick answer, are you better now than you were 2020? Of course, they're going to say yes. Yes. Because 2020, you couldn't find toilet paper.
No, they're going to say no. They saying right now they're better off now. They're better off then because he was president. That's what they asking. They saying it's worse now. That you're looking at it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right. You're right.
You saying what's obvious. They going the other
better
way.
off now, yeah. But I'm
they saying they not better off now.
In 2020 though.
They saying
he was still president.
They
2020.
was saying they was better off in 2020 because Trump was president.
Okay, yeah, that's even worse. Yeah, you're
that's
right.
why I told you you can't make no you can't.
I'm trying to
there's
figure
no
out what
logical.
he's doing.
No, Lenore, there's no logical draw
But
that you can.
But you read earlier that he says 5 years.
That was last year. No, that was last year.
Oh, okay.
So no, just it doesn't matter.
Because he's going into before the pandemic.
No, when he said it was
5 years.
When he
ago.
said it was a year before last year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. When he first became president, the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Pardon me. That was a mistake.
Yeah, you're doing the logical one. The answer is yes now.
Well, yeah.
They're not saying that. They saying no. They're not saying nothing because they know the answer is no.
But then Whoopi brought up a good point too. People who have lost loved ones are not saying they are better off now.
He doesn't care. He lost, what's his name? What's the black guy, the pizza man?
Oh. Pizza man.
The one that said that
didn't want to do vaccine.
Did he run for president? He ran for president.
Yeah, that black guy. What's his name, y'all? He was in the...
Lenore, stop doing that. Now I gotta look it up.
I'm not asking you. The people, they gave you the answer for, what's his name? You don't have to do it. What's the black guy's name? The Republican black guy who passed away, but he was also anti-vaccine. He was a Trumpster.
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain. That's it.
By the time they answer, because the commercials and stuff. That's what I'm saying.
They came in with Clive Davis while you were looking.
I had already said Clive Davis.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw the name pop up with, what's her name?
All right, Herman Cain.
I'm going to ask. And I can still talk
while
you look it up.
All right, so Herman Cain.
But yeah, Herman Cain, he didn't care that he had passed away.
He didn't care. Chris Christie left. That's when Chris Christie left him. When they didn't visit him in the hospital. Chris Christie had it.
Yeah.
Nobody sent him a card or nothing. He said, I'm out of here. Y'all hate me.
No, they don't care.
Yeah, that's when he left.
Okay.
All right. Remember I told you Trump had the media merge of his company? It says the media merge shares plummet 21%. So he has lost money in the shares when people was trying to do this company. When the company
his social media platform? That one?
Yes.
Okay.
Shares of Donald Trump's social media company plunged 21% on Monday, wiping out the gains from its debut last week. After disclosing millions in losses and saying it struggled to meet its financial liabilities going forward. It was a meme stock. This was just one for them to dump in to give out Donald Trump money. Trump Media and Technology Group lost more than $58 million in 2023. They had to do their filing, and they had to show that they lost $58 million. Sending shares reeling less than a week after the True Social parent went public through a high-profile blank check merger. The stock surged in its March 26 debut to close at $58 a share. Including supporters of Trump, the likely Republican nominee in 2024's presidential election. But Monday's disclosure reversed that trend, sending shares down $13 or 21%. True Social was overvalued, and that reality is dragging down the stock because the service does not have a clear path to profitability. It was never supposed to be profitability. It was a dump. It was a meme. It's one of those things where he says, I'm selling some gold shoes. Anybody want to buy some stock in them? And everybody buys stock in them, but the shoe is not worth nothing. It's made out of paper mache. Everything he touches,
was it made in China?
Goes bankrupt. But yet his supporters would say he's the best businessman that ever walked in two shoes.
He's a hustler, though.
Trump owns 78.75 million shares, which could result in a big windfall for the former president. He gets the money. At the stock's peak last week, his stake would have been more than $6 billion. But after the sell-off, it would be valued at $3.8 billion. He's still going to walk away with $1 billion. Trump is not allowed to sell or borrow against any of the shares for 6 months. And any move by him to try to alter that agreement will likely trigger more selling. So because we have things in the place, he can't sell to another 6 months. He would have sold that thing off the next day. Mm-hmm. Even with the stock's decline, it still has a market value more than $6 billion, compared with social media platform Reddit's marketable capitalization of $8 billion. So to me, it's a meme. It's a place for Trumpsters to put their money in to help give him money. So when he's taken to the cleaners by the government, when they take all his money, he'll still walk away with about $3 billion. It's a way for them to feed into him still having some money. My thing about it is his people have got to be the dumbest people on the face of this planet.
Yeah.
You struggling to, I'm talking about the ones that don't have any money.
They want him so bad, though, to be in leadership.
And you give money to a man. And his lawyer, the one woman, the young one, I still don't know why she's his attorney. I'm allegedly saying something going on with him. Because she's the dumbest thing with that, I don't even think she got a brain. She already cost him over $600 million. She cost him 80 something with the E. Jean Carroll case. She's been his top attorney in all of these cases. Why? Who is she?
Nobody else would want to probably work with him, though.
Young girl, fits his type.
Right, she gets fame for this. She gets known.
They showed her partying on some island last week with his money.
Yeah.
That your money. Your money.
You deserve it. Go on and take a break. Go on. Thank you for covering defending our person. This is what we want.
A man selling Bibles while on trial for having sex with a porn star and trying to pay her off.
I was watching the Ten Commandments.
But yet you complain about Barack Obama wearing a tan suit.
Right.
They complained months about him wearing a tan suit.
I was watching the Ten Commandments, and I was listening to when God gave Moses the Ten Commandments, and each one came, thou shalt not,
all of
thou shalt not. And I said, the only one I can actually think that he hasn't done, and we don't know that he's done, was take someone's life.
You don't know that.
We don't know that. But every commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Trump did that. Thou should honor thy mother and thy father. And I think he disobeyed that. Thou should not covet. Every commandment, I was like, I think he's broken all of them.
And as much
but he's selling a $59.99 Bible.
As much as I don't like Diddy, you've been thrown to the wolves. Because people not talking about Trump, they talking about Diddy. So they sacrificed you.
Sacrificial lamb.
You the sacrificial lamb. You just as crooked.
But you know what?
But they had to put somebody in front so that takes everybody's mind for the whole year is Diddy.
But they've been on him for a long time. It just happened that you're saying they're waiting to now to broadcast his problem
during the election year.
Yeah, because I'm sure they had a lot on Diddy probably last year,
and it takes people's mind off of comb over.
Yeah,
we know what's going on. I can't say everybody does because most people in this world is stupid. Sorry, they follow the shiny object. All you gotta do is put some shiny object in front of them, and they'll follow it. You saw the 10 Commandments. He come back down, they dancing and all on the carved image.
But I had to remind Mama that's the TV.
Well, the Bible said that they was
no. Listen, I was telling Mama. Mama kept thinking that all happened within a day or two.
Oh no.
I said he was in the mountains with God for 40 days.
Yeah, he was gone.
I mean, 40.
You don't know.
40 days. Did I say that? Yeah, 40 days. So after 3 months, 2 months, 30.
That's not long enough to turn into
No. Think about it. If it was a day like the show was showing, that's too soon. Yeah. But 40 days each day. Is he coming back down? Is he going to come back down? Is he going to come back down?
Yeah, but these are same.
No. These are the children of Israel who was already complaining.
That's what I'm getting ready to say. These
being
are
in the wilderness.
ones.
How you leave us here to die?
Where he dropped manna from heaven. And then the next day you starving.
He parted the Red Sea. You left us out here. We could just stay with Pharaoh.
Like Moses' wife was black.
Yeah, I don't know, Mama.
Mama said, I told her to go, you can YouTube and find out things that were not consistent with the Bible. But that was one of the things when you mentioned him and his craziness come over.
The same people today. All you got to do is put a shiny object in front of them and it takes their mind. For you to ask somebody a question, like on the last thing we just said, are you better off today than you was 4 years ago when you was under your sheet crying yourself to sleep every night 4 years ago?
Yeah.
For you to have the gall to ask somebody that tells me most people have short memories and all you got to do is put something shiny in their stupid face. Yeah, and they won't remember it.
I'm telling you, every time I watch the Jimmy Kimmel show and he goes out on the streets and he asks questions to people, common sense stuff, people are dumb.
Trump media is a meme. It's a stock. It's not real. It's a way for people to pour their money in and to give him some money. And he's going to sell.
It helps him financially.
As soon as he can, he's going to sell and other people will sell. And for those people who are not stock savvy or who don't know nothing, you'll be sitting right there holding the bag. It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
If you get in the beginning, you're good.
Yeah.
If you get in the beginning of a pyramid scheme, you're good.
You're at the very top.
Because you're at the top and you got all these dummies coming in underneath you. Mm-hmm. But if you're the last guy that gets in on a pyramid scheme, you're going to be left holding nothing. Because all the ones at the top of the pyramid made all their money and they out of it.
And he's the top of this
pyramid. He's the top. But what he's going to do is bring all these suckers in at the bottom.
He's a
and
hustler.
They're going to be, but they stupid.
But that's what a hustler does. When somebody hustles you, they know you're stupid. So they can take advantage of you because they hustled you. How many of y'all have had an experience? Some of y'all probably very wise and know. But how many of y'all have been hustled? Where you like,
I hate being hustled.
They just hustle me.
And we've all been stupid. We've all done stupid things. We've all been hustled. We've all been. So somebody bought a gift, a Christmas gift. It was the where you trade gifts or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or you go someplace and they gave my mom. They gave my mom a gift, and she opened it up, and it was like a brick.
Oh yeah.
It was a rock.
Somebody had put rocks in the box.
And took the real gift out.
But they didn't know. When they gave it to my mom, they thought it was the actual gift.
They was hustled.
They were hustled. And my mom received the hustled gift. She was like, why y'all being funny?
But she was kind of hustled because she gave them a gift. But they didn't know they was hustling.
Right. But I would be mad. I don't like being hustled. But that man knows who to hustle because he knows how media works. He knows, like you said, how people short memory. The shiny object. Okay, knuckleheads, follow this, and it's over here now. And
now he's gonna. The only reason why he hasn't sold y'all out now is because the government won't let him.
Right.
He would have sold that stock Monday morning,
real quick. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to find his little ways to get his money. So we'll see.
When he gonna get that back with $1 billion?
He won't get $6 billion, but he'll get $3 billion. He'll get some back, Mom. He's gonna always be as long as you got people in the world to hustle, you'll always have money.
They're aiding to him. They're being his crutch.
You'll always have money.
Yeah.
So
until God steps in. Now, when God says, "I'm tired of the hustle now," No, there's nothing man can do.
Yep.
Nothing. Yep.
So that's my thing. It's a meme stock. It doesn't mean anything. The company is not worth anything. It lost $58 million. It's worthless. It's like you might as well buy a paper mache hat. Put that on the stock market and sell it.
It depends on whose signature is on it, though.
His. All right.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying with that. It look like it's a whole day of comb over. All right. Now you know every day we always try to do something funny. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you could blow that up. This little girl is at one of these little those little places where you play, and you know how and you know how you gotta fight each other on a little thing and knock somebody off. Okay. Watch this little girl. She's ruthless. Oh Lord.
Get him, Maverick! Get him! Get him, Maverick! 2 points for Quinn. Get him, Maverick! Get him! Get him, Maverick! 2 points for Quinn. Get him, Maverick! Get him!
She's ruthless.
Get him, Maverick!
Look at her little man.
2 points for Quinn.
Oh, I guess she feel I'm gonna knock everybody out. Oh, I like that game. That's cute.
Somebody said she tied up loose ends.
That's what he coming to her for, though?
It don't matter. She didn't have to knock him off.
If he came any closer, she probably would have knocked him off.
Somebody said this is a game. Everybody get knocked off.
Yeah, that's true. And he landed in some nice foam soft stuff.
But he didn't think she was gonna probably knock him off.
Like, what?
Somebody said
his body when he went over.
Somebody said that's not fair. He's an unarmed guy.
He don't have nothing to fight with. That was cute though.
Somebody said at least she didn't do it in the head. She does have a heart. Let me see.
Let's see.
They say she does have a heart.
Get him, Maverick! Get him! Get him, Maverick! 2 points for Quinn.
She knew where to hit him. Because she could have sure hit him in the head. She hit him on that thigh. That's so cute. That's cute, though.
That's cute.
Okay,
see?
Okay.
Somebody said, she said it's only one winner, buddy. I ain't going to let no baby come my way.
That's cute.
Somebody said I would do the same.
But yeah,
would you do the same?
I probably would. I probably would. Yes, because I knew he wouldn't get hurt. You know, and he a boy. Shoot, we rough him up a little.
Somebody said, boy, life is cruel to beginners.
Yes, it is. That's funny.
Somebody said bro wasn't ready for that.
Some people remember you were saying how some people be putting their foot out when a baby running and they trip them.
Oh, yeah. Somebody did him like Sparta. In the movie Sparta where he kicked the guy into the pit. Uh-huh. This is Sparta! And he kicked the guy and he went back into the pit.
Yeah.
They said that's who she is. She like the Spartan.
That's so cute.
Somebody said there's no rules for siblings.
And we don't know if that was even her sibling. That could have been the other girl's sibling.
That's true. All of y'all gotta go. And then I thought this was cute.
Okay.
I want to see more battles like this.
And not fighting.
Yeah. Even he laughed. That's what I want to see.
Battling. Instead of fighting.
Instead of fighting, let's have a dance off.
I don't even know if that'll work. Especially if somebody mad and angry.
Yeah.
You be doing all of this and you get hit in the face.
So I thought that was funny.
Oh, that's cute.
All right, so that's it.
We don't have a donkey of the day today.
No, they not.
You gotta find your own donkeys.
Well, Donald Trump was the donkey of the day.
Yeah. For the Republican Party, unfortunately, for making that comment.
Mega's donkey of the day.
Yep.
Get the book. Mega is donkey of the day.
For saying, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago?
Don't forget to get our book, 100 Family Friendly Jokes. The link is in the description, and the book is on Amazon.
Yep.
All right, take us out.
Father God, we give you glory and honor, oh God. We thank you for another day, oh God, to start this week off. We just pray for a blessed week, oh God, and a productive week, oh God, and a week that each day that we're always reminded of who you are in our lives, if you are in our lives, oh God. We pray that a seed be planted in those who don't know you, oh God, because you've commissioned us to spread the gospel, oh God, and to be a light. And I just pray that even when people come on our show, that we plant a seed or water, and we know that you will do the increase. And we just thank you for an opportunity to make people laugh and give updates on what's going on, give our opinions, and here are people that are in the chat room, their opinions. And there are things that they, want to chime in on, oh God. We continue to pray blessings over each and every person that's in the chat room represented in the mighty name of Jesus, oh God, that you be glorified in all of their lives. We pray a spirit of adoption over our leadership, that are all those that are running for office, oh God, whether it's Republican, Democratic, or even in the independent party, oh God. We want to just be obedient to your word when you says to pray for those that have leadership over you. We continue to pray peace in the Middle East, oh God, and all that's going on with Israel and Gaza and Hamas and everything over there, Father. For you know every single situation, oh God, and nothing goes undone without you seeing it. But we just pray that your hand be involved in it, oh God, to bring unity to the people in the mighty name of Jesus. And we just continue to give you glory and honor in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See you later. See you later, TikTok.